So the three of us met at the community center to do the walkthrough and make some preliminary decisions about table placements, where to have the two bars, the registration table, the music and program equipment, the food tables, and so forth. Frankly, I was expecting a somewhat dry, pragmatic kind of chore, but I was also looking forward to seeing Judy and Jeanne, so a bit of fun was on my horizon as well. Judy and Jeanne have both worked so hard on these details, and now it's time for me to see the results of their work. Fun, yes, but still work, right? What happened, however, was just so, well, abundant. Yes, some pragmatism was required of us, and a floor plan of the inside and outside of the venue was studied, marked up, erased, rethought, remarked, rethought, and thankfully one of the two owners of the catering company, Italian Colors, a fabulous restaurant in Montclair for more than 20 years, met us at the community center to walk through the event with us. All three of us are now thoroughly, totally, completely comfortable with choosing Steve and Alan for our catering, since they've catered dozens of events at this very venue, and they know what works and what doesn't. We've now figured out exactly where and how to place the tables and chairs, so there's plenty of room for people to move around, jump up from their seats with glee to greet classmates, lots of space for hugging and squealing, kissing and pounding each other's backs, lots of space for dancing and laughing, plenty of room for abundant food choices for every person there, 4 different food stations, including pasta, meat, seafood, salads, and then desserts. Lots of space for mingling and imbibing refreshing beverages while enjoying the past appetizers. Just lots of abundance everywhere. By the time Steve invited us to come on up to Italian Colors for the taste testing of the various menu items chosen for our party, all three of us were all ready to have the party right now, please. Why do we have to wait until October? This is going to be such big fun. But still, we did have to try out the foods Jeanne and Judy had chosen, just to make sure that changes didn't need to be made at this point. So up the hill we drove to Montclair. It was our job to try every single thing. We were ready. It was just 11:30 in the morning, so the restaurant was not yet busy with lunch customers. By the time we left, however, it was 1:30, and the place was hopping. Steve had seated us in a lovely booth away from the noise of the still-to-materialize lunch crowd, where he brought out beautiful large plates, each holding 3 of each menu item so that each of us could taste every single thing. And there were more than 20 things. For those of you who know me now, this will be no surprise to you. I felt like I had landed in heaven. I couldn't wait to get each item into my mouth, to taste each and every flavor and texture, to discern the spices used, to fully experience the chef's intentions in making each and every dish. And I was not disappointed, not even once. I watched, somewhat furtively, as my 2 slim classmates began by nibbling each item, and then placing what was left of each item onto their little plates. I, of course, was eating each and every item totally. Nothing was left to put onto my little plate. So I intentionally slowed myself down and tried to nibble daintily at my items. But then I started to chuckle, also somewhat furtively, as I noticed that those little leftover bits and bobs of terrific food started to just disappear from their little plates. The spinach and ricotta puff pastry went pretty darn fast. The potato pancakes with gravlax and creme fraiche were down the hatch with dispatch. The vine-ripened tomato bruschetta never had a chance. And that was just the past appetizers part. Our little plates were empty, all 3 of them, and so was the big display plate on which the appetizers had been presented. We looked at each other with unmasked fear in our eyes. How in the world could we ever hope to get through another 17 or 18 menu items? We were already pretty full. But one tries, right? So on we trudged, right through the 4 different bread offerings, the green scarves lasagna, and the rotelli pasta with bolognese sauce, through the poached prawns with cocktail sauce, the seared rare ahi tuna with avocado on wonton chips, and the wonton cones with ahi tuna and avocado. We tore through the Caesar salad, the garden salad, and the grilled seasonal vegetables, and then we doubled back and ripped through the roasted tri-tip with wild mushroom demi and the Italian meatballs with sauce. And just when we thought we couldn't squeak in one more bite of anything, Steve brought the desserts. Mini brownies, cupcakes, tiramisu cups, and mini creme brulees. Much moaning and groaning and licking of chops, and more clean little plates in front of us. Don't ask me how, but we somehow managed to leave with 3 large bags, one for each of us, each bag filled with wonderful little brown takeout boxes containing what was left over from our ranging and foraging through the fabulous foods for our reunion party. My father was the recipient of my bag of boxes, since Mom and I already had a dinner engagement with women that evening. And yes, now Dad wants to come to our reunion too. Suffice it to say that nobody who comes to this party will have any issues with the food part of the party. We are all in for an evening of abundance, food included. I sure hope to see everyone there.